So what is the end result of all this? The end result of all this is that we now live in a post-truth age. Now, this has been defined. This was Oxford Dictionary's Word of the Year 2016, and I'm going to read out its definition because I think it is worth thinking about. It was defined as an adjective relating to or denoting circumstances in which objective facts are less influential in shaping public opinion than appeals to emotion and personal belief. This was supplemented by the president of the Oxford Dictionaries, who said, "It is not surprising that our choice reflects a year dominated by highly charged political and social discourse, fueled by the rise of social media as a news source and a growing distrust of facts offered up by the establishment. Post-truth as a concept has been finding its linguistic footing for some time." Now, what are the problems? The problems are that in both Europe and the US, public broadcasters have to adhere to guidelines. And these regard balance, impartiality, professional journalists, etc., etc., etc. No such regulation exists for social media, and the cost is plain to see. Facebook, which has been named as the platform most conducive to the spread of false stories, has recently announced that it's going to start using third-party fact-checkers. People like Full Fact or Snopes. It's going to self-police. It's going to try in some way, imperfectly in my opinion, to combat the phenomenon. But what are the results? The results are, and this is very dangerous, that the post-truth world has created the post-truth leader. From Vladimir Putin, who reinvents reality in eastern Ukraine, to Donald Trump, whose White House will tell you his inauguration crowns were bigger than Obama's, when you can see that they weren't. Now, they are different, let's be fair. One is a dictator in all but name, the other leads the world's most powerful democracy. But in each case, the goal is the same. The more doubt you can sow in people's minds about all information, the more you will weaken their propensity to recognize the truth when you see it. The goal is not to twist the truth, like the politicians of old, "I did not have sexual relations with that woman," but to subvert the very notion that an objective truth exists at all. "My crowds were bigger, that's just an alternative fact." So this is all very cheerful. So I'd like to end on a slightly happier note. What can we do to survive in this post-truth age? Now, I believe in the end, change is going to have to come at the legislative level. Governments are going to have to intervene. But I have put together, in the interim, a post-truth survival kit to surviving, negotiating, and trying to make your way through this sick information environment, this unhealthy information environment in which we live. 1, go out of your way to friend or follow people that don't necessarily agree with your worldview. Please don't go out and friend a bunch of Golden Dawn supporters, but generally try and broaden your circles a bit. 2, go directly to the websites of trusted news sources, or better still, buy the newspaper itself. Read all of its reporting. Don't cherry-pick articles with a slant that appeals to your pre-existing beliefs. 3, read articles from publications whose political views you don't agree with. You will learn things, trust me. 4, read books. Yes, they still exist. In fact, I would recommend you read one book in particular. It's called War in 140 Characters, How Social Media is Reinventing Conflict for the 21st Century. It's available on Amazon by your humble servant. Well worth $30 of anybody's money. 5, log off. Get off Facebook. It will suck your life. Leave the house. Go and meet friends. Have fun. You will benefit. Thank you very much. Thank you.